nothing.
Okay, so here it is. We got the car to Apple Valley with Thomas. So he's helping us here get this thing all torn down. I don't really like what we just saw. It's partially my fault why the motor might have taken a shit. So we got an air box here. Yeah, look at that. That's not good. We've done a maintenance program, but obviously it wasn't that good. I should have been doing better myself, teaching the kid better. But hey, you learn, live and you learn, right? Hopefully there's no major damage other than this rebuilding the motor like we're planning on doing. But we're up here. We got the brain for it. Headers off. We got the headers off. We got the air box we just took off. We got the radiator out of there. Thomas just took the canister, the the emissions bullshit that you shouldn't have to have on off-road vehicles.
Going in the trash.
Going in the trash. That's gone. We're gonna save a little bit of weight too with that. We getting ready to. We got to take this firewall off to be able to get to
PTO.
The PTO and get the shit disconnected from there. And then we're pretty close. Thomas says we're on track and doing really good.
Yes, sir.
For a late start. So this is we're just sweating our ass off a little bit. It's just a little warm, but hey, so what, right? We can deal with it.
What's a little bit of sweat amongst
Thomas
friends?
deals with it all the time. I deal with it here and there in Ventura. It's not always nice. I get where I'm at in Santa Paula and it gets a little sweaty. But yeah, we're making headway. Just keep your fingers crossed. Once we get inside, there's no major internal damage to the cylinder walls. Nothing that's going to keep us from hopefully getting this thing completely rebuilt today and back on the road. Again, unfortunately, we're missing our races, but it is what it is. We'll get this thing running tits. Thomas is going to help us get this thing freaking running better than it was before. And then September, hopefully everything goes good, and we'll be at a race in September doing the Giant RV series. Yeah, it should be Giant RV. I think it's September, the end of September. So we'll do that. But hang tight. We'll get back to it once we start stripping this thing down a little more and get a little more video for you guys. So hang tight for the next section, man. Well, there we go. We got everything loosened, removed, taken off, unhooked, everything that we needed to get this motor out. Now Thomas is going to show me how this thing comes out of here on the side. What about this, Tom?
That should come off.
There's no come. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
It's sprung. Oh, well, I'm glad he can manhandle that thing. I probably could have, but I probably wouldn't have done as well as he had. He knows the trick how to pull that thing out of there.
That's it, buddy.
So there it is. We have the YXZ motors out now. It's an empty nest now. We got nothing left in there. Motor's out. We're spinning a little bit of
That's fine.
coolant still. Yep. We don't care. We're not afraid of it. And yeah. Now the fun part, he's got an engine hoist. He's built for these things. Pretty awesome. Sits right there on it. So we'll get this thing on the engine hoist. Start taking it apart and get into the internal now and see what the internal looks like. We're kind of scared, worried. Not scared, but we're kind of nervous now because from what we saw, it didn't look good. So this number 2 cylinder on the intake, brain fart. Sorry, people. I'm just looking at the thing closer to try and check it out.
Did he offer you ice cold water?
He did.
That's my cold water?
I bought one at the gas station, put in the fridge, and I got
Okay.
some water. No, he got water too.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh-oh, she checking you?
She's making sure I'm not in that house.
Oh, we just got checked. Thomas' wife was worried, making sure he wasn't taking care of his customer. But no, it's all good. He's it's well appreciated, him helping me side by side. Of course, he knows more than I do on this, so I'm just kind of doing what I can as far as knowing my knowledge, which is not enough to do everything that's got to be done on this thing. Not to his knowledge of doing as many of these as he's done, but hey, that's why I wanted to do some of this with somebody so I can learn it better. So anyways, there it is, peeps. But yeah, that's the sign right there that is not good. And then this was the other sign that it's probably sucked a lot of dirt, a lot of crud, a lot of grime, a lot of shit that probably caused this motor to go, really. So again, if I can get this thing over, you look at that, that's not good. That's just caked of dirt and almost like mud in a way. A lot of shit. So yeah, anybody wants to comment what you want to comment, that's fine, you know. As I told people, I'm mechanically inclined. I don't build motors. I don't sit there and tear stuff down all the time. So it's all a learning process to me with this racing that we're doing with this car now. Junior 2 we had, got to learn a little bit better. This one we're learning a little bit, but anyways, that's where we're at. So we're gonna get to tearing this thing down, and we'll catch up with you guys in a few on that. Once we start tearing down, let you guys look at the internal, see where we're at there. Okay, we got this bad boy up on the engine stand. We got the head off. We started take everything off there. We got the head off, and me and Thomas were kind of keeping our fingers crossed because the piston top didn't look bad, but he turned it over by hand there, and the middle piston wasn't moving. So we're like, look at that, the piston's not moving. So what do you think that means? The connecting rod went. So sure enough, now that we got it out, we can look closer. It actually got the block. It didn't put a full hole, but it's damn near. You can see now where it cracked the block. So now we're yeah, more into it. Sucks because we're not just gonna have it done in a day, but it is what it is. It's all part of it. We're still gonna take it apart and still get to it.
Racing,
and,
baby.
yeah, exactly. So pistons, yeah, like I said, the top was good, no holes or anything, which was a good sign before we tried to turn it over by hand to see what's going on. So carry on, get down to the bottom end and take the pan off and sump and water pump everything, and at least get to the bottom end, even to see what the crank, all that stuff looks like. It's got a water pump gear, right?
Yep. And here's where I was telling you right here about the head bolt. And if you drop that head bolt, like say an ARP stud, if you
right
thread
there,
it in too far, you will physically stop this gear right here from spinning, because the stud will actually sit in between the valley of the gear. And ask me how I know, because I did it.
Well, there's a first time for everything, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's where Thomas is talking about right there. So yeah, that's a no-no. You don't want to do that. Right where your head stud goes through. So that's a good point. Thank you for the pointer there, Thomas. That's yeah, anybody building these on their own, make sure you watch that. Ooh, look at that. Anybody want mud pie? There you go. A chocolate shake. We got a chocolate shake for you there. So yeah, there's where we're at. We'll get going some more on it. Hang on for a few. Let you guys know what the bottom end looks like once you get to that.
Are you making a video or taking a picture?
There we go. Like you said, the piston wasn't turning or going up and down, so that was our sign. So we got the pan off, sump off, and look at all that. Oh, lovely. So yeah, we lost a bolt, broke bolt, and yeah, the rod caps, right? Those are the rod caps there, all went to shit, and yeah. So there's a couple $1,000 rebuild is now going to cost us my life savings.
Well, that's definitely a way to put it there, Justin.
There you go, Luke. You're not going to college now.
No, yeah, you want to race, you want to go to college, because you're not doing both. Alright, so now where's that
well,
10
it is what it is. So.
Alright, so Casey.
Well, here we go. We're back to finding more pieces, seeing what happened, the damage, how much more money it's going to cost now, and yeah.
And this had the good rod bearing, the rod bolts too, like what the Sidewinder uses.
Oh shit. So yeah, there's our crank. Even smacked, like Thomas was just saying, the cylinder right there, so it smacked that and put a nice groove in there.
Okay, let's get the rest of them out.
Yeah, there's the piston.
Those are tight.
There's the bottom belly, he said, Thomas, right?
It's bed plate.
The bed plate. So there's the bed plate, so there's the hole put in that. Yeah. So it did a number. It did a number.
Oh, bearing stayed.
So there's one that stayed.
Oh. Oh yeah, that one's roached
Is that
too.
the cat you're talking about there?
That's my daughter's.
Okay.
Yep, look at the color. Look how black that is. These bearings were overheated as well.
Yeah.
But at least the cap didn't let go. Yeah, look at that. It won't even stay in the shell.
Yeah.
Or in the cap. Okay, so here put your hand down there, please. Yeah, on the bottom to receive the piston.
Oh. There it is.
There it is.
Well, this one stayed somewhat decent, but like I said, the caps, it cooked those. Huh.
Yeah, look at those. Those are way overheated.
Yeah. Definitely not a good color. Oh, damn it.
Yes, sir. Damn it, Janet.
Damn it, damn it.
Oh, son of a... Well, see, I don't know.
What happened?
I was going to talk to you about the color of the bearing and the paint that's on the side of the bearing here. But I think this is it right here. It was red.
Oh, that's what the colors how they were talking
Yeah,
about.
they marked the side of the
Put it right on
bearing.
the side right there?
Yeah, red, green, brown, yellow indicates how thick either this section is or this section is.
Okay.
And that's very critical to bearing clearances when you get a new crankshaft and or new block, because the block is going to have its own separate brand new letters that are supposed to be that size for the journal. So basically, you know, when we go to put this together brand new, did you buy main bearings? I think you did. I'm pretty sure you did. You would have gotten them from the Yamaha place.
Yeah, I would say that would have been the Steel Sports.
Once we get your new block,
yeah,
the letters and whatnot on the block, which I can't exactly remember at this exact moment where they are stamped or casted.
Oh, that's not a letter.
But those, oh shit, you need a balance assembly too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that got hit.
There it is, more damage. Oh yeah, that took a hit.
Yep, sure did. Okay, so let's roll this guy, and then I'll talk to you more about this whole situation, which is the important situation that has to happen when we go back together. Let's see on this journal here. Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
The letters are right here.
I can see him. I can see him, but yeah, vaguely. But I see what you're talking about. They're really, really faint.
Well, that's just an A. Yeah, that's just an A. There should be some more like it should be for like every main journal and then for every rod bearing. I just don't know. I just don't remember where they put it.
What's that?
Oh, that's a
scar.
smack. Yeah, that's a smack.
Scar.
Back here. Oh, it's right here. So you got 4333 for the main bearings starting from the front going back, and then 333 333. So that'll be the part of the equation we have for selecting our main bearings and rod bearings. Okay, so now back to this. So
Oh.
pull this piston out.
Oh, joy, joy, joy.
Again, the main bearing, the rod bearing did not stay in the cap, and it's overheated.
Yeah. Oh, another chunk. Another chunk.
Yeah, you got all
Another
the good
chunk.
chunks.
Man.
And you didn't even get to do the truffle shuffle.
No. And I haven't got to drive the car to like really drive this thing.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get you driving this thing as soon as we put it back together.
I guess there's more of my stuff I want on the back burner. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Okay, so now pistons are looking good, rings are looking good. Not a whole lot of scoring on the skirt here, which these new engines have a really short skirt.
Yeah, they say
And I'm okay with short skirts,
Yeah.
preferably on women.
Right, I was just gonna say something.
Okay,
something to
so
that too.
now what I was talking about earlier. Oh yeah, that thing's fucking trash. So on the back side of this gear here, there's a dot. See that
Okay.
dot right there in
Yep.
the valley
Faintly,
of
but-
this tooth?
Yeah.
Okay, so coincidingly on, there's a dot on this gear. There's a dot right in there
Okay,
that will
yeah.
match this dot. These dots have to be lined up on reassembly for balance shaft timing. And that's the only thing that it's for.
Okay.
Now, another thing that happens to these crankshafts is when you start having a water pump failure, it creates excessive drag on the balance system. This gear is known as an interference fit. It's pressed on. So when you press it on, sometimes this gear can get so hot that it expands just enough and has just enough drag that it will slip on the crankshaft. When it slips on the crankshaft, you're now out of balance and the engine will start
Starts
vibrating
shaking.
badly. So then the cure is you can take the whole crankshaft out and weld it here, TIG weld it to where, you know, the welding, you do a small strip here, go 180 out, do a small strip here, go 90 out, do a small strip here, go 180 out. So like in 4 points, you TIG weld the gear to the shaft so it can't move.
Can't do it.
But that's only if it's in still good timing. If it is not and the gear has slipped, we send it to Mott Motorsports, Dennis Mott over at Mott
Says-
Motorsports in
okay.
Michigan.
Oh,
And,
Michigan.
and Dennis
Shit.
will take the gear off, cut a relief in the gear, reposition the gear where it's supposed to be, drill a crankshaft and put a pin. And then when he pushes it on, that pin keeps that gear, no matter what, in time. It can get as hot as it wants, it could get as loose as it wants. It's never gonna move side to side because the pin from Dennis Mott and Mott Motorsports.
He's out of Michigan, you say?
Out of Michigan.
Michigan.
I do a lot of work with Dennis. Dennis has done a lot of work with us as far as
Okay.
pinning these crankshafts and making sure that they don't go out of time. I've had 3 cars now in the history since 16 till now. 3 cars go out of time and vibrate horribly. So every time we do that, every time we pin it and send it to Dennis and it comes back, we have had 0 failures. Absolutely 0
Gotcha.
failures.
Yeah, wife's talking to you.
What's up, baby?
She's telling you something.
Telling me to get back.
So there you go. You just heard Thomas on the crank there and some of the tips and some of that stuff there. Yeah. So yeah, the more we dig into this thing, the more we take it apart, the more damage we're finding, and he's telling me, and we're learning. And anybody that's watched this is the guy that sounds like to come to, man, for YXZ motors. If you're close, or even if you're not, but he's got somebody comes to him from Arizona,
Arizona,
So-
Colorado.
but even if you're in the Apple Valley area, desert area, Riverside, any of that stuff,
We'll be
come
happy to
him.
help you
And he's
and teach you whatever you need to know.
yeah, he's big. I mean, this is cool what he's doing with us and helping us, and
Oh, and
Appreciate-
don't forget, you're going to be leaving. You're going to be leaving with some TJP goodies to put on this car so you can hit the track.
yeah. So Hopefully the kid be doing better once he gets back in this thing. Hopefully
One of the goodies,
he's learned a little bit.
velocity stacks.
Oh yeah, he
I'm
does his
just messing
bitching
around, but
velocity stacks, but
that's one thing that's going in
yeah.
for sure.
So anyways, yeah, we're gonna keep on going this thing. Hang tight. We'll do a wrap up here in a little bit, and we'll get back to it. Oh, another, look at that. What's that one?
Oh, that's part of the bolt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's part of the bolt.
it's part of the bolt. Yep, like I say, we keep finding more bits and pieces.
Okay, so
Fun.
the only thing that's stopping us from pulling the crankshaft out right now is the PTO
Is this
adapter,
one, right?
and then we've got 2 bolts.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab that big bolt I had.
Joy. Oh, you know what? I'll put in that pan. You had everything over here. Oh, that was shit.
What is that? The bolt?
Yeah, it's fine.
Put it wherever you want, bud. Put it wherever you
I
want.
was almost gonna throw the box. I'm like, I want the box. That's good stuff over there. So,
Okay, so now another thing with this crankshaft, this PTO bearing, there's 2 of them. There's a bearing here and there's a bearing here. This bearing here has a hole drilled in it to accept a dowel pin for location.
You didn't remember we found a kitty in your car. We
In
found
my-
a kitty in your car. Come. You know what you're back. What happened?
They found a kitty. They've been looking for a kitty. Okay, so that's the wrap for this day, this video. We got as far as we could. Unfortunately, there's a lot more damage internally once we started really getting the bottom, the pan off, sump off. Looking at the crank, everything in there. So unfortunately, we have to get a whole new block. And what else did we say? We gotta get the
Balance shaft.
the balance shaft. It hit that and bent that. So pretty much a whole new motor, entire motor. So luckily we have all the parts to rebuild for the most part, but we gotta do that. So Thomas mentioned Casey. I'm gonna hit Casey's site up, see if he's got anything. Unfortunately, credit cards got to be used again. more debt than a credit card, but oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, that's a wrap on this. But she's empty now. We're gonna roll her back or get her back home. We'll put her back in the garage. We'll start looking into the block, a couple of the other parts, and then hopefully in the next hopefully less than a month, if not month or so, we'll probably make a trip back out here to Thomas's. And he'll help us get this thing back together, and we'll start buttoning this thing back up. And then when we do so, we'll add a couple little things to this thing to make it better than what the factory stuff is. We got his velocity stacks we're gonna do. We got a little trick bushing he's got that goes on the throttle cable.
Airbox spacer.
And we got the airbox spacer we're gonna do.
Flash the ECU.
We're gonna have to, yeah, I gotta call Weller. I put a phone call in but never got a return call. We're gonna do the ECU, have that flashed for all the stuff we're doing. And then yeah, hopefully get this thing back going. So hopefully September, I believe, is when our race is, the middle of September, somewhere around there. Hopefully we have this thing back together, and we'll have a couple month break, so we should be able to do something then. We just got to see, and then hopefully yeah, we can get some testing, and hopefully get Luke out here to help put this thing back together so he can learn a little bit, see how internals look, how they go together, and just kind of learn more so that if he carries on, and that way he kind of knows something, a little bit knowledge of mechanical skills. Got to teach these kids, got to teach them so they're not go out in the world, this world all empty, I mean, with no sense of knowledge. The youth today, there's some that are like that, and they need some instruction from the parents, and just to be able to know how to do something. There's a lot of kids nowadays that don't know how to do the simple things in life just because they're not shown, and I think there's no intention with them. So with my son, I'm always trying to do something like that. So anyways, on to the next video. We'll catch you guys, and if you guys watched this a little bit, watched it all, appreciate it. Check out Thomas's channel too. He's got some stuff on there. Any YXZ owners, he's got some stuff you guys could probably learn, advice, tips, whatever. So check his out, and when we get back to putting this thing back together, we'll be including him on that too, and doing our stuff there. So anyways, on to the next one. We'll catch you guys.